This is part 3 of, you know what it is, well I'll tell you anyway, 3D animation for dummies. Now let me go over what's going to go down. First of all, you have to think in a logical sequence. And so in video 3, I'm going to give you a cure for cranial rectal inversion. I learned everything I'm about to tell you the hard way. And the first thing you want to do, you want to keep all your programs and folders on your desktop. So in video 1, I showed you the equipment, and all of this is on the cheap. I would love to have an Adobe high-end editing suite, but I can't afford it. So I'm going to use what's ever available on the internet. And there's a lot of free programs. You could just, get the little basic stuff, and it'll work out for you. The second video was installing iClone. I showed you how to do that. Now, in this part of the video, which is part 3, you would think you would want to keep all your programs and folders together. I learned all of this the hard way. I had JPEGs in one place, video in another place, music. So the most logical way to make this as painless as possible and to cure cranial rectal inversion, keep everything on the folder and everything on the desktop. And I'm going to show you how this goes down. Being the creative person that I am, I decided to call this a training video folder. So it's on the desktop. Now, when I open it, I have everything that I need to put together a 3D animation video. I've got the supers, I've got the music, I've got the video files, I've got the Word docs, I've got everything I need in one place. Now, isn't that simple? I certainly hope so. Okay, everything is getting ready to jump off. Now, as stated, I'm using a video capture software system called WisdomSoft. So I'm going to show you what's happening. It's basically just, nuts and bolts stuff. You want to save the program. Where do you want to save it? You want to save it in your folders. You're going to get a tab that says Microsoft. That's the system you're going to use. You want to compress it to 100%. You click OK, it's going to load, and it's going to land in, yes, your video folder, which is on your desktop. So, we've got everything together. So let's start putting together a 3D animation for dummies. Well, you're not dummies now. 3 stages. You're in diapers, you learned how to walk, and now you're potty trained. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. Alright, now you've got all your ducks in a row, as they say in showbiz. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put together an avatar and show you what you can do and what you can't do. Now, as I said, at the top you got your project. That's the beginning. Your stage is your stage. That's where you can do the colors. You can do all the interesting things you want. Your set is the props that go on the stage. Then the actor. That's your avatar. We're going to open that up. Then animation, media, and export. So, first thing we're going to do is start a new project. Now, as I said, when you start a new project, you want to go down to the time frame down here and make certain that you have 54,000 frames, which is about a 5-minute video clip. This little arrow here, you want to extend all the way over here so you have the full clip. Then you put or hit on the return tab and you're good to go. So now let's do the background. As I said, you go to stage. 2D background basically segues into your modify or color background. So for argument's sake, let's have a black background. You still with me? Now, here's where the fun starts. With iClone, you get a bundle of avatars that you can use. This comes with the program. There's the G3 characters and the G5 characters. The G5 characters are the latest ones that have been implemented into iClone. So let's start with G3. Each one of the characters has a name. There's Benny, there's Dylan, there's Jana, there's Jimmy 2, there's Khan, there's Trey, so forth and so on. So depending on which one you want to use. Now I'm going to show you something. Let's start out with Benny. Now he's going to open up. When he opens up, you have your motion tabs right on the top. See these right up here? So the first thing you want to do, you want to rotate it. You can turn him around, you can push him up and push him back. Then you want to zoom in and out. So if you do this, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. Then you want to go up and down. So yeah, that looks okay. Let's do that. Tweak him around a little bit. Now, watch this. I'm going to show you something real slick. Here is your head for your avatar. Once again, the program comes with preloaded avatars, or you can create your own, which is going to be the next video, using a 2D photo to a 3D avatar head. Now, G3 characters, these are your templates. They're also custom. Let's deal with the ones that come with the program. Now I'm going to show you something you haven't seen before. There is a Barack Obama avatar. So if you click on this, watch what's going to happen here. You go like this, actually. It's going to load. Anytime you see that yellow box around it, it means that the avatar is active. So, you see this? Now you're saying to yourself, hey, wait a minute, I don't like that hairstyle. Well, I thought you'd never asked. So what you want to do, as soon as this loads, you want to zoom in. Let's do it this way. You zoom in, and then you zoom down, and let's back it up a little bit like that. When you go to the avatar, these are the different buttons that you're going to get. Persona, what do you want them to do? The hair, upper body, lower body. That's basically your wardrobe. You can change the shirts, the pants, whatever. Gloves, shoes, accessories, sunglasses, it goes on, and skin color. So, the hair here is what you want to remove, right? So you click on hair. When you go to the right-hand side to the Modified tab, it says remove the hair that is there. You see, this is going to be highlighted. So when you remove the hair, watch what happens. There he is, President Obama. So let's zoom in, and I'm going to show you something again. Let's see. And then we're going to zoom down, and then we're going to tilt it back a little bit. Now here's something that I bet you didn't know you could do. You can put animation to the avatar that you've created. So you click on animation, and then there's motion. On the left-hand side, there's the content manager. The content manager has a gazillion different moves. He can dance, he can sing, he can fight, he can wave, he can do anything that he wants. So, if you just go to generic motion, okay, and this is dance. I'm going to show you something first. Okay, you go to male, which is basically your generic moves. Now there are 3 different folders. They put male motion 1, 2, and 3, mode 1, 2, and 3. If I open the first one, the perform mode will do whatever you want it to do. So let's say you want the president to be angry. So you do that. Now watch what's going to happen. I'm tired of this mess. People messing with me. So now you say, well, Mr. President, what about the budget? And we're kind of short on funds. What do you suggest? And the president says, well, I'll tell you what here. Seems like this bad boy to work. Oh, let's try this one. See, I'm recording this at the same time I'm trying to use it, so that's got a lot to do with it here. Oh, well, let's try it this way. Okay, now the president says awesome. So every time you see this yellow box around here, that means it's activated, and you can insert the motions that you want. And you add this one, and the president says, hey, don't blame me. Hey, I gave it my best shot. Blame Congress. I mean, what can I tell you, folks? I'm in my second term, and I'm working with you, but we got a few problems there in Washington, D.C. Now, watch what happens. If you want the president, or anyway, any avatar for that matter, let's say maybe you want him to dance. You click on the content manager, and these are the different effects that you have. So let's try rap number 1. Mr. President, who is your favorite recording artist? And Mr. President is going to say, I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is all right with me. And then you close it down here. You can back it up. Now, see, these are your motion moves up here. You can go up, you can go down. Okay. Yeah. Tired of this mess. Congress messing with you. Hey, I gave it my best shot. But I like Al Green. I really like Al Green. I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is all right with me. So all you have to do is remember, start from the beginning. You back it up. And you can turn him around. You can say, okay, well, Mr. Perez, what do you think about this? So you turn him around like this. Now, I'm going to show you one more trick here while I've got your undivided attention. If you go to stage, and you go back to 2D background, let's do a background. So you click on the active box. The only thing the active box is going to do is open this folder file. So then when you go into that, you can get any background that you want. So let me see what I can show you here real quick. These are all, JPEGs that I've taken off of YouTube, and I'm going to use this one right here. So the only thing it's going to do when I click on that, it's going to open, and that's like, see, now you want to adjust the avatar in relationship to the background. And you turn him around. See, the chair and the avatar need to be adjusted. So let's do it that way. As stated, you just go back to the beginning. So you preset the emotions in this. So when you click on it, I'm tired of this mess. Yeah, I'm mad. Change things around. I gave it my best shot, the American public. But I do like to listen to Al Green with A Hard Day in the Office. I'm so in love with you. I can't sing. You can't have everything, for video for dummies. Isn't that interesting? So the point being is that once you've understood how to put things together, you can do anything you want. I like to do music videos. Maybe you like to do sci-fi. Maybe you like to do horror. There's also a cartoon software through Real Illusion. You can show your kids how to make cartoons using their faces. Isn't that interesting? You can also do media marketing presentations. It's a multitude, a potpourri of everything you need to put together a 3D animation video. So with the next video coming up, I'm going to show you how to take a 2D photo and change it into a 3D avatar. What do you think about that, Mr. President? Hey, I'm glad you're willing to get down.